Pamela had always been a diligent babysitter for Sandy, a nurse who worked long, grueling hours at the hospital. Sandy's commitment to her job had begun to take a toll on her marriage with Christopher. He often felt isolated and neglected, and over time, their conversations about Christopher's needs and Sandy's demanding schedule grew tense. Despite Christopher's requests for Sandy to cut back on her hours to spend more time with him, Sandy was unable to make any significant changes. Her dedication to her career was unwavering, even though it left Christopher feeling increasingly alone. Pamela, who had initially been hired to care for Sandy's young children, found herself in the middle of the couple's strained relationship. She had always been empathetic and attentive, but as time passed, her role grew more complex. She became a confidant for Christopher, offering him a sympathetic ear and companionship that he was missing in his marriage. One chilly autumn afternoon, Sandy was working another double shift at the hospital. Pamela and Christopher were alone at the house. Their conversations had become more personal, and an emotional connection began to form. Pamela's understanding and Christopher's loneliness created a perfect storm. Their interactions, initially innocent, took a more intimate turn. Both were aware of the boundaries they were crossing, but the magnetic pull of their desires proved too strong. Christopher's feelings for Pamela deepened, and their relationship quickly evolved into an affair. The secrecy of their connection added an intoxicating thrill to their encounters. Pamela was caught between her growing feelings for Christopher and the guilt of betraying Sandy's trust. Unbeknownst to Christopher and Pamela, Sandy was hiding her own secret. For over a year, she had been involved with Dr. Jacob, a charismatic physician she had met at the hospital. Jacob had become not just a lover but a confidant, someone who understood her frustrations and dreams. Their meetings at a secluded hotel room were filled with deep conversations about their lives and aspirations. They discussed their marriages and how to navigate the complexities of their relationships, though they never imagined their secrets would intertwine. Jacob was well aware of Sandy's struggles with her marriage and had been supportive of her as she grappled with her feelings for Christopher. Sandy and Jacob's relationship was a cherished refuge for her, a stark contrast to the emotional distance she felt with her husband. One day, Sandy decided to surprise Christopher with an early return from work, hoping to reconnect and salvage their relationship. As she entered the house, she heard whispers and the unmistakable sounds of intimacy coming from their bedroom. Shocked and devastated, Sandy realized the betrayal she had long suspected was true. She confronted Christopher and Pamela, who were left to face the consequences of their actions. As Sandy dealt with the immediate fallout, Jacob reached out to offer solace and support. He was prepared to help Sandy through this tumultuous time, yet the emotional weight of the situation was heavy. Sandy was torn between confronting the betrayal of her husband and the desire to cling to the love she had with Jacob. In the end, the tangled web of deception left everyone to confront their choices. Christopher faced the consequences of his infidelity, Pamela grappled with her role in the betrayal, and Sandy was forced to navigate the complexities of her dual relationships. The once secret affairs had disrupted the lives of all involved, forcing each person to reflect on their actions and consider the future paths they would take.
Romance Unscripted, brought to you by Mijoni Media.